Happy blissful day, Master Manifestors, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie.
And in today's video, we want to share a fun success story. And this is just a reminder that circumstances do not matter. Circumstances don't matter. And as you guys know that your 3D reality is just simply reflecting your mindset, your assumptions, what you believe to be true about yourself and anything and everything around you. So I think, was it about, say, a week and a half ago, maybe?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, a week and a half ago. So Kylie's laptop just decided not to work anymore, and it just switched off and didn't turn on back again, irrespective of what we both tried to do. But then I remembered that circumstances do not matter. Your laptop is actually working perfectly fine. So I told Kylie, I said, the laptop is working perfectly fine. Everything is 100%. So we can now celebrate. It's all good because I've seen it in my imagination. I've accepted it as well, that it is a done deal. And I will have, you also share your account as well,
Yeah, so I turned my laptop on in the morning and everything was fine. And then I think you asked for a glass of water or something. You were still in bed, so I just went, got him a glass of water, came back, screen is like dark. There's nothing there. So I thought, okay, it just, fell asleep. So I'm pushing the buttons, close it, open it, and I can hear it's on, but the screen is dark. There's nothing there. And I remember hearing about this, like, they call it like the screen of death or something, just with these old laptops. Eventually, the screen doesn't work. And I thought, hey man, now I'm going to have to get a new laptop and all these things. But then, because I also forgot in that moment, as a lot of us do, we start to just, accept the circumstances. Say, well, I guess now we have to take it to a repair shop or get a new one. But we kept trying over and over and over again for probably about 2 or 3 days. Just trying to turn it on in the morning, see what's happening, charge it, let it drain to 0, recharge it. Black screen still just kept showing up. So I think we left it for about 2 days. And then, like Gabriel said, he had accepted that everything's fine. And it was also during that time I also thought to myself, wait a second, no, I don't want a new one. This is all our documents on it. I want this laptop. Everything is fine. Everything is perfectly fine with this one. And sure enough, next thing I know, Gabriel just opens the laptop and he says, oh, there you go. And it just worked.
Yeah.
Everything fine, and it still works perfectly fine ever since.
Yeah.
And it's so, it's amazing. Like I said, I think, I don't know about you, but for myself, my first instinct was, how do we solve this in the 3D? Take it to the repair shop, maybe get a new one. All these things started going in my head because I forgot in that instant that I don't have to accept the 3D. I don't have to accept what it's showing me. I don't have to do anything in the 3D. I can just use imagination and what I accept to be true. And that's what's going to change the 3D circumstances.
Indeed. Yeah, as Kylie mentioned that, we both forgot that we don't necessarily have to accept the circumstances because we are the creators of our reality and we create our circumstances, good and bad. So if you are experiencing, like in our case, we've experienced an undesirable circumstance which we did not like, and we forgot that we could just say that, nope, I do not accept that. The laptop is working perfectly fine. That is the only truth that I know. But then, of course, we both reacted to the 3D. And then I think it was only like after a few, maybe a couple of hours, that I remember that, no, man, it's working perfectly fine. Your laptop is good. It's perfectly fine and blah, 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 blah. And I just reminded myself and reminded Kylie as well that the laptop is perfectly fine. And as she said that, within 4 or 5 days, boom, it worked.
Yeah,
I was just, yeah.
I was going to say, we didn't touch it for a few days because I just thought, well, we'll just leave it and I don't know. And then, I think it was once we were kind of both on that same page to be like, no, this is fine. You just opened it up, And there it was.
Yeah, because I was busy in the kitchen, and then something told me, now that something is my God self, something told me, hey, go have a look at the laptop. And then I just left what I was busy with in the kitchen, and then opened the laptop, and then joop. And I'm like, hey, look, it's fine. You know what I mean? Because we both forgot about the laptop. And but however, I got reminded by my God self that, hey, Gabriel, it's working now because you've obviously given it to me. So it's working now. Have a look. And that's the good thing is the moment you surrender to your God self, the power that is within you and around you, then your God self then sorts out everything for you. But remember also, your God self is your true identity. That is who you are. And it is infinite and it's limitless. So the beautiful thing is about this human experience, you're not on your own.
Yeah, and that's what I think is so crucial. Like, even like we said, even we forget sometimes. And so it took you a few hours. It took me maybe like a day or two even to be like, wait a second. I don't need to accept this. So I think it's also something not to be hard on yourself if maybe you also react to the 3D and like start to make a plan. But eventually I feel like you said, there's like your God self, your higher self, that inner self that will sometimes prompt you to be like, hey, remember what I told you. Or like you said, there's just the God self prompt you, say, hey, check it now. Go check it now. And it knew that Gabriel's gonna love this surprise, see how everything's sorted. And I think that's what I love about the relationship with our higher self or God self, because it's also there to remind us that the circumstances don't matter.
Yeah.
That we can try to fix it in the 3D if we want, or we can have fun with it and just do it all in the 4D.
Indeed. So, and it's very important for you to test this. So have a look at your life right now. Have a look at undesirable results and tell yourself that you do not accept those undesirable results. You actually accept this result, which is obviously desirable to you. The moment you accept it, just let it go, surrender. Because when you let it go and surrender, then you allow your God self to actually make it so for you. But the moment you try and figure it out, how do I do this? Then your God self has to step back and say, okay, well, according to your will, be it unto you. You have to do it on your own. Then you now have to struggle, and it causes anxiety, stress, and it's just so unnecessary, stress. It's like, why don't you just accept that it's done and surrender? Surrender, and allow your God self to play and to dance through you,
Exactly. And so having said all that, we hope you resonate. If you also have questions or even like a testimonial like ours that you want to share in the comments, please do so. We love interacting with you all. And thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, we have also started doing single session coaching, both 30 or 60-minute options. All of those details about our new option are all listed below.
Thank you.